Hi everyone, this is Mr. Nchuso, the art teacher at Lincoln Elementary. Thanks for joining us in this video. Today we're going to be talking about how to draw a cat using the letter C, and we're also going to be talking about how to make a pig using the letter O. So I'm going to start with the cat, and you can follow me step by step at home. So you're going to need a pencil and something to draw on. If you have any paper at home, things like that you can use. But I'm going to start to draw my cat with the letter C, just like this. And this is going to be the front of the cat's face. So as the first step, just draw the letter C towards this end of the paper, because this side is going to be used for the body. Second, we're going to start to draw the eyes. So it's just going to be two circles on the inside of the C towards the top right here, and then two little dots, 1, 2. After that, we're going to draw the nose, and the nose is just going to be an upside triangle, and that's going to be with 1, 2, 3 sides to it. And then I'm going to draw the mouth on my cat. If you want to make your cat's mouth a little different than mine, you can, but I'm going to give mine a nice big smile. Maybe you have a sad cat and it's frowning. You can make yours different if you want. I'm going to add some eyebrows, the things we have above our eyes. So I just drew these two little curl lines above those. After that, I'm going to start to draw my cat's body. So behind this letter C, so this part of the letter C and this part of the letter C, the two ends, I'm going to draw a big curved line. Boop. It goes just like this. It kind of looks like the letter U or a backwards letter C, but that's going to make the back of my cat's body. After that, we're going to start to make the ears. And the ears of our cat, we're just going to put on top of the letter C. It's just going to be two like upside down letter V's or two triangles. I'm going to draw a V here, an upside down V, and a V here. And then I'm going to draw the inside of my cat's ears by drawing another upside down letter V right inside of those. After that, I'm going to start to draw some whiskers on my cat. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 lines, 1, 2, 3 lines coming off of my cat right by its nose. You can draw your lines a little differently if you want. And then after that, I'm going to make my cat's tail. You can make your cat's tail a little differently than mine too, but I'm going to draw 1, 2 curved lines coming off the back of my cat. And then I'm going to, these two lines that are at the end of the cat's tail, I'm going to connect together with an upside down letter U like this. After that, I'm going to start to draw my cat's legs. You might have guessed that that's something that we're still missing. So I'm going to start by drawing 2 letter L's that are like backwards underneath my cat. So 1 backwards letter L and 2 backwards letter L's. And then to make the paws of my cat, I'm going to draw this little curved line, whoop, that goes right at the bottom of the letter L, whoop, another curved line like this. That's going to start to make my paw for my cat. And then a nice line that comes down, boop, right on top of the cat's foot, or right on top of the cat's paw, boop, like that. And then after that, we're going to draw the legs in the back of a cat, because right now we're just seeing the 2 legs in the front, but we need to see the legs that are behind the cat in the back. So I'm going to draw 1 line that comes down in front of this leg and 1 line that goes in front of this leg. So 2 lines that go in front. And then I'm going to draw a curved line that comes down to here and a curved line that comes down to here. And then this part right here is just going to come and hit that foot that we first drew. And when you hit that foot, you just stop drawing. So look kind of like this. That way it looks like this leg is in front of that leg. Kind of like if I put my hand on top of this hand, that's called overlapping. when you have something that's overlapping, it's going to be in front of something else and you wouldn't see all of it. So like you can't see my left hand because it's my right hand's on top of it. So same thing, this leg is in front of that leg, so part of it you're not going to see. That's a little bit confusing, and when we get older, we're going to talk a lot more about that, especially in second grade. But after that, everyone, you can add your details to your cat. If you want to add, maybe I'll make this line a little bit longer on the seed and make it look more like the head. I could add stripes on my tail. Maybe my cat is standing on some ground like this. Maybe it's looking at a mouse. You could also color in your cat if you have stuff at home that you can color in with using some crayons. But it's up to you how you want to decorate your cat. It is your cat, so you get to decide. Now again, when you work on this, whenever you do something off of the choice board, you're just doing it for a half an hour. So if it takes you a half an hour to work on this cat and only this cat, that's fine. You can just stop there. If you can, please send me a picture of this cat using the turn-in tab on the art website. But if I kept going and worked on this for the whole half hour, I would keep coloring them in, maybe add some more detail. But I'm going to move on to people that would just like to draw today, and I'm going to talk about how to make the pig. I'm going to get a new piece of paper, but if I'm going too fast for everyone, feel free to go back in the video, feel free to pause the video, whatever you need to do. But I'm going to start to get my pig drawing ready. And again, if you need to get a new piece of paper or anything like that, or maybe flip over your paper to the back so you can draw on the back of it, that's fine. But the first step for this pig is we're going to draw a big letter O or a big circle, just like this. That is the first step. This is going to be the head and the body of our pig. Next, I'm going to draw the nose of my pig, and that's going to be another circle, right off to the side of like the inside of the circle like this. So this is going to be my pig's nose, or like snout, where it goes oink oink. I'm going to start to make the nostrils of my pig, and the nostrils are just like the holes that are on the pig's nose. I'm just drawing two ovals or two stretched out zeros and coloring those in. And you can make your eyes a little different, but I'm just going to make dots for my eyes. If you maybe want to make circles with dots in them, kind of like we did with the cat, you can, but I'm just going to make my pig's eyes dots for this one. Make it a little different. Next, on the top of the circle that we made for the nose, for the snout of the pig, I'm going to draw a line that comes off of that like this. This will help make it look like the nose is poking out of the face a little bit more. Make the picture look a little bit more three-dimensional. And then I'm going to draw a nice mouth on my pig. Last time I drew a smiling cat. Maybe this time I'll do maybe a bored pig. Maybe it doesn't have too much to do at home right now. Maybe you should watch some of these art videos and I'll have something to do at home. Next, I'm going to draw some eyebrows. So again, I just drew two curved lines. You can make your eyebrows different though. And then I'm going to draw the ears, which are going to be kind of like upside down letter U's. And I'm putting them right on top of that circle that we drew, or that letter O. After that, we're going to start to make our pig's feet. So with the pig's feet, what we're going to do is draw kind of like a box or a square underneath our pig like this, towards the front of it. And then after you draw that box, you're just going to draw a line going through that box like this. And this is going to make the two front legs of our pig. And then to make like the hooves of our pig, like the toes, I'm just going to make these two little curved lines. And to make the legs in the back of our pig, I'm going to draw a backwards letter L like this, and then it's going to hit those two front legs like this. And when it hits those two front legs, I'm going to stop. And then right coming off of the middle of that letter L, same as the front, I'm going to draw a line that comes down. And then also, just like the front, I'm going to add the toes or the hooves of the pig. And then there's one last thing we have to add. I'm wondering if anyone can guess. It's a really curly thing that's usually on the back of a pig. If you've guessed the tail, you're right. So I'm just going to make a nice curly line on the back of my pig to make the tail. And now this is when you get to add your own stuff to your pig. Let's say maybe your pig, maybe it could be rolling around in a puddle of mud, and it got kind of dirty, and it's got some mud spots all over it. Maybe there's a mud or pile of mud, puddle of mud, because it's raining outside. So maybe there's some drops falling from the sky of rain. But you can draw your pig differently. It doesn't have to be in a mud pit if you don't want. You could also color it in. Maybe I'll color in my mud brown. But whatever you like to do for adding extra detail for your drawing is up to you. This is your drawing, so you get to pick how you want to decorate or what extra things you want to add. But I would keep working on this if I was going to work on this for my whole half hour. But I'm going to stop here, so that way you get some time to finish your pigs and your cats, whichever one you decide to work on, or if you worked on both. Everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun with these videos. I had fun making them with you, and I will see you next time. All right, bye everyone.